First, I'd like to explain to you what KICI actually is, and I'll do that in English. What is KICI actually standing for? Because it is an abbreviation. KICI, the first K stands for kleding, kläder. Then we have the I for inzameling, inzameling. The C is charity, and the last I is for institutions. So what we are is a foundation, not for profit, and everything we earn, we give away for charity. We know a lot about clothing, and we are around since 1975. We have our headquarters in The Hague, not in Amsterdam, in The Hague, and we have offices in the Benelux, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg. We give away a lot of money, but we are also very much interested in what to do with textiles and with the fibers. And why? Because, and we all know that, outside is a crisis. And what we see is people wear their clothing longer. The quality of the clothing is deteriorating. It's getting worse. The big brands, the Gucci's, the Cartiers, the Arrows, the big brands, they are sold over internet. If people have worn them, they try to sell them over the internet. And what we get in the bins or in the shops is of less quality than it used to be. In the old days, let's say 5 years ago, 70% of clothing that was given to us could be reworn. Currently, it's only 50%, and it tends to be even less, almost 40%. And what is the problem now? The problem is that you get more and more clothing that you cannot rewear. With the fabrication of clothing, you need a lot of water. For a pair of jeans, we have calculated you need between 7,000 and 9,000 liters of water. Now this is the typical process. We collect, it goes into a lorry, then it goes to a sorting facility. This sorting facility ships over to the traditional poor countries, Africa, Belarus, all over the world. But what we actually do is we ship away our problem, because we give the clothing away because we don't like it anymore, or the color isn't right, or it doesn't fit anymore, or it makes me thick, or whatever. But actually, we bring the problem to another country, because after a year or two, it's really worn down. And what then? In Africa, they don't work with sophisticated apertures. No, they burn it or bury it. So we are now currently closing the loop internationally by also collecting clothing that cannot be worn anymore in those countries. We donate for charity, also in the countries where we are, especially in the countries where we gain the clothing, where we collect the clothing. And we have engineers on our own payroll that study all day long about what we can do with fibers from textile that cannot be used anymore. And then you can go two ways. You can go the soft way, make a new t-shirt, make a new pair of trousers. We work with G-Star and Diesel, and they make new jeans from old jeans. This way you save a lot of water. But interesting is also that we can make a chair out of non-rewearable clothing, or we call this an étalage pop, a puppet, a mannequin for in a shop. Or here you see walls. Even this rhino head is made out of non-rewearable clothing. The point is that you can make a lot of products out of non-rewearable clothing. You have to think outside of the box, and this way you are sure that everything is used again. And that makes it thrilling.